So Lukas, we're at an event for Prostate Cancer UK, and this is a very dear subject to your heart, isn't it? Just explain why.
Yeah, so I got a call from my parents like 3 years ago. Didn't really expect much, but then my dad told me he had prostate cancer. And since then it's just been something that's close to my heart, because you never really know when it struck something close to you. And yeah, it happened to my family. But luckily my dad is good now, but again, it's something I want to hopefully interest other people that if I can come forward and say this has happened to me, then it'll put more focus on it.
Yeah, it must have been a shock to the system. So when did you first hear about it? And I know it's an obvious thing because of course that's a shock. Just articulate what emotions you were going through at that time.
Well, the thing is, for me, sitting in a different country is always difficult because you feel like it's out of your hands and you can't really do anything. And that was the same thing. I think it took a couple of weeks before I actually realized, okay, what's happened here. But my parents were really good at like telling me what the next step were for my dad. He was luckily caught early on after he was diagnosed with it. So he went in treatment and he came out clear a couple of years ago.
How did he deal with it when he first heard? Because I mean, you know, must be very apprehensive and worried.
Yeah, you know what? I think my dad was actually really good with it. Well, I haven't really had a in-depth conversation with him because he's been like that proper man, like don't really want to talk about it. So I think he dealt with it quite well because he spoke openly about it, and it was not something he dealt with on his own. So because he was so openly about the conversation of this topic, I think he dealt with it quite well.
Yeah, what treatment did he have and how long did it take?
He had chemo, and I think it took 6 months' time. Obviously, he's doing checks every year now, I presume. The first year after is every 6 months, but now it's every year because the treatment works so well on him that he's all clear, and yeah, just once a year now.
How much of an influence has he been on your career?
Oh, that's a big question. Probably everything. He started as my youth coach, and he's well, my parents are watching all my games, but especially my dad, because he's the one that got me into football. He's the one I did all my training with when I was young. So for it to happen to him or just anyone around me, that matters a lot. Do
you take after your dad or your mum?
You know what? It's difficult because my mom, she was a handball goalkeeping coach and goalkeeping player as well. So I think I've got all my skills from her, but like, you know, I'm a son to my dad, so I'll probably have to say him.
I mean, obviously you're 26 and it sort of brings home, doesn't it? Obviously your dad's well now, that's great news. But, you know, some people aren't so lucky, and it would be terrible, wouldn't it, to lose a parent at the age of 26. You just wouldn't think of that happening.
And yeah, that's exactly why I hopefully coming forward and say it's happened to me, that other people will come forward as well, or at least look into, okay, it can happen to them as well, because I read into a few statistics after my dad was diagnosed with it, and it's a fair bit that's being diagnosed with it. So I think the more we can do, hopefully that will help other people as well.
Yeah, because of course, you know, we encourage everyone to get checked, but I suppose there must be a bit of responsibility on maybe the children of the parents to badger your dad and say, look, go and get checked.
Yeah, I think if we just can do a little bit, or as kids or whoever will do it, just can do a little bit, it will help in the long run. Again, my dad probably wouldn't have caught it as early if it wasn't for my mom, because when my dad turned 60, my mom was like, yeah, you need a health check now, just to check your full body, see how healthy you actually are. And without that health check, I don't think they would have caught it early on. So obviously I'm very happy that my mom said that to my dad, because without it, I don't know what would have happened.
Obviously, Millwall have a strong partnership with Prostate Cancer UK.
Yeah.
In fact, they were a sponsor, gift sponsor one season. You must be pleased with the work that they're doing, because they really are raising awareness of this, aren't they, in terms of getting people checked?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. I think that's what everyone should do, because as I said before, like the more we can do, the better. So Millwall is doing an unbelievable job, and hopefully that will encourage more people to do as well.
Now, Lukas, you had a great first season at the club. I know it ended in frustration with the injury, but just talk us through your first year, because you came in difficult circumstances at the time as well, didn't you? Because obviously, the club was grieving still.
Yeah, as you said, it wasn't easy circumstances, and Millwall is obviously not an easy club to play at in its whole. But I think the fans have been brilliant to me. I didn't start as well as I wanted to. I think that's what is in everyone's mind as well. But hopefully, throughout the season, I showed what I'm about. Obviously, it didn't end as I wanted to because of my injury, but again, I know what I can do, and I'm seeing this injury as just a stepping stone, and everyone have to go through their career with a big injury, and this is my big injury. So I'm doing everything I can to get out there as fast as possible.
How did it happen? Can you just explain how it happened and when you first found out that it was a big one?
Yeah, so it happened the day before a game. We were supposed to play Blackburn away with 4 games to go, and end of a session, I literally just stepped backwards, and then it felt like someone kicked me down from behind. And once I turned around and there was no one, I was like, oh, this might be bad, because it's just like that cold flush going down in your leg, and there was no pain. And once I checked through, they were pretty sure that it was a ruptured Achilles. So not the news I wanted to hear, but it is what it is.
So how frustrating has it been, to start this season, not being able to play the games and not being able to be out there to help the lads?
Very frustrated, because our first home game, I stood in the tunnel just over here, and once they were walking out, I heard everyone singing, all the fans singing and then shouting, and I literally got goosebumps straight away, and I was like, that's when I really realised, okay, wow, I'm missing this, because having a recovery throughout the off-season, which I had, is one thing, but once the season started and you actually realise, oh, it's not me out there, it gives you more hunger, but again, you realise, okay, it's not a great situation.
And it's been a decent start to the season, hasn't it? I came to the Palace game, actually, in the Carabao Cup. I thought you were very unlucky not to win that. But, Alex Neil really is building something here, isn't he?
I think we've got a brilliant squad. And as you said, it's been an all right start to the season. I think you always want more. I think everyone wants that. You can probably see in the games that while we don't play well, we still get something away from it, and we've been close. Like even our losses, we have been able to score the first goal, or at least close to it. So it's just fine margins all the time. And our squad this year is definitely stronger than last year, and I think it's one of the best squads we've had in a long time. And if we can keep everyone fit, I believe we will be in a very, very good place in the season.
And of course, Steve Bender's come in on loan. He's done a good job, hasn't he? What have you made of his performances?
Well, I think Stephen is a great lad, first of all. We have a really good goalkeeping union. Speaking with the 2 new goalkeepers is one thing, but to have that connection outside the pitch is obviously important as well. I think Stephen's done really well. He's a different type of goalkeeper to me, but I think he suits Millwall really well, and I'm sure the more games he played, the better he will be as well.
But of course, because you've been out of the team, you're going to have to try and win back your place, because you're back on the grass now, aren't you? You're actually training again, so...
I am indeed. I got gloves on, I got boots on, and putting a big smile on my face, because that's what I'm looking forward to for roughly 5 months now. So I'm in a really good place. My recovery is going really well, and now it's just about getting match fit again. But obviously, I still need to take my time and not risk too much. But I'm doing everything I can to be back there as fast as possible. And
finally, your message to fans watching this about prostate cancer.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to speak about it. The more interest and the more light we can show on it, the better.